So here we are. This is keyword and market research, and I'm going to do my absolute best to crush through this for you in about 3 to 5 minutes, but we got a ton of content to go through, so let's get into it. This is exactly how to make sure that you're picking the right keywords to get you ranked on Google, and that you make sure that there's enough traffic tied to those keywords in order to make it profitable for you to go through all the time, effort, and kind of pain in the butt to actually build a website and start tapping into this traffic. For this example, I'm going to be using the search phrase Jonathan Budd. He's an internet marketer, trainer. I've done a couple of blog posts about a product that he just released, so I was doing a bunch of market research on Jonathan. And there's a lot of internet marketers that are out there competing for his main search phrase, and he just got a bunch of traffic on Google. So it's a great keyword phrase to use as an example. So the first thing that we do is we go in and we type his main name. If I spelt it right, that would probably help. And we type that into the Google search engine. And in your example, for your small business, you would type your main keyword into Google to start this research. So we've typed the main keyword in here, and we're getting all of the typical search results that you're going to get on the front page of Google. You're going to get some videos, you're going to get some images, you're going to get his Facebook page, some e-zine articles, and his main blog here. Now, this is all excellent traffic, and we know that this niche is performing well because all of these search results are very relevant. Google's putting out relevant search results. So we know that it's good quality, organized data by Google. And now here's the first tool that you really need to be taking advantage of when you start your keyword research. This should be the first step. You go over to this little link down here on the left-hand side that most people never click on. It says More Search Tools. If you click on that, it opens up the ability to sort all of Google's search results. And they just introduced a new tool. Well, it's been out for a while, but it's new to a lot of people. There's this tool called the Wonder Wheel on the left-hand side, and if you click on that, it will actually give you a graphical representation of how Google sees the traffic around this keyword. So when people type Jonathan Budd into the search engine, they will also go out and type different variations of that search phrase until they get to the information that they want. And Google tracks all of that information. So what they're doing now is giving us all of the related searches, and these search phrases are what Google wants to see when they're ranking information for Jonathan Budd. I mean, this is just dynamite information for your business. So when we look at the main keyword Jonathan Budd, we can now see that we've got 8 other associated keywords around this search phrase. So if you were trying to build a website to get to the front page of Google to capture the phrase Jonathan Budd, you want to make sure that all 8 of these keywords are built into your website multiple times. Then when you click on these associated links, it will pop them up. And if there's enough traffic in this niche on this other keyword, you're going to see other keywords spawn out from it. So what this allows you to do is to open up a spreadsheet and start copying all these search phrases down. And this is going to become your keyword list. But here's where the real gold is. If we look at the search phrase Jonathan Budd, there's 674,000 results. That's over 500,000 people that are competing for the front page of Google on this search result. But if you look at all of these other links, these are all what we call long tail keywords. So these are phrases that are very, very specific. You're getting very targeted traffic, and you can rank a lot easier on these phrases because there's a lot less competition. So let's take the keyword phrase Jonathan Budd review. I would start with a spreadsheet. Jonathan Budd would be our main keyword. And then all of our 8 other keywords I would put in that spreadsheet underneath. When you click on Jonathan Budd review, it brings up its own search bubble, and you get all of the related keywords. Again, almost all of them are long tail keywords related to Jonathan Budd review. So we can now build these keywords into our keyword sheet. And you can just keep going as deep as this niche will let you, picking out all of the different keywords. But what's really important about this is look at what happens to our competition when we start drilling down into this list. We've now gone from Jonathan Budd having 674,000 people that we're competing with. When we go after the keyword Jonathan Budd review, we've now cut our competition to less than 250,000. That's less than half the competition, way less than half the competition on this search phrase. Now we're only competing with 212,000 search results. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and take these 8 keyword phrases that Google's telling us they want to see in order to rank high for Jonathan Budd, and we're going to start capturing these search phrases first. The long tail, which are super easy to capture. So you go out and you rank really well for links on Jonathan Budd 3. Then you rank really well for Jonathan Budd review. And then you start linking all of these pages together, or you can even do it all on one page and then link them all to the main search phrase Jonathan Budd. And what Google is going to do is say, wait a minute, these guys are using all of the keywords that we find most relevant to this main search phrase. And you can watch your website skyrocket through the rankings. So that's the first tool. Again, 100% free right there on the front page of Google. Just most people don't know about it. And this is the best keyword research to get your page ranked on the front page of Google. The next tool that we're going to use, again, is a Google tool. And all you got to do is go to the Google search engine and type in Google AdWords keyword tool. Type that in, the first search result that comes up in the organic search results is keyword tool Google AdWords. You click on there, you've already got your spreadsheet with all 9 of these keywords in it, the 8 related, and Jonathan Budd, your main keyword phrase. And one by one, you come in here and you type those search phrases into this word or phrase box. If you're in a specific marketplace and you're trying to capture a specific market, you can get into the advanced options. You can select specific options for where the traffic comes from, what language they speak, and you can get into those advanced options on your own. What I want to show you is this search option and what it does for you. So what I've done is I've made another spelling mistake there. So we're going to spell Jonathan's name right, do a search, and then what this tool is going to do is tell us how many searches are happening on a monthly basis for these search phrases. And what we can do from that is reverse engineer how much traffic and conversions we're actually going to be able to create in our business from these search phrases. So if we go through and we look at the search phrase Jonathan Budd, we can see there's 4,400 monthly searches for that phrase. So what I do when I look at that number is I say, okay, there's 4,400 monthly searches. If I can capture the #1 spot on Google for this search phrase, on average, about 25 to 30% of the people, it depends who you talk to on the statistics, I don't know exactly what it is, but from my experience, we see roughly 25 to 30% of people click on the front page ranking on Google. The #1 ranking gets clicked on just by default. A lot of people search Google, go to the first search result without even looking at the page. They just choose #1. So from that, we know that we're going to capture roughly 25 to 30% of these into visitors. So you take 4,400, divide it by 25%, and you know how many visitors you're going to get to your website in a month from that search phrase. And then from that, you take your conversion rate. So you say, okay, I'm going to get X amount of visitors, and let's say for the sake of numbers, if we're taking 25%, that's 1,100 visitors that we're going to get to your website. If the conversion rate on your website is 10%, that means that from this search phrase, if you capture the #1 spot on Google, you're going to generate, and I'm doing math in my head here, roughly 100 leads in your business, or 100 opt-ins, whatever you're trying to generate on that page, from this search phrase. And then you can decide as a business owner whether or not it's worth your time to get into this niche and go after capturing this actual keyword. And that is how we decide whether or not there's enough traffic in this niche to go out and capture it. Now, these aren't the only tools that I use. I want to be completely open with everybody. I do use paid tools, and there is a lot more research that goes into it. We do drill a lot further down into our keyword research. But these are two incredible tools that you can definitely start off with, and it will give you enough knowledge to know whether you're heading down the right path or not. I'm not going to talk about the paid tools. I'll send a couple of links on the blog post so that you can go out and research them on your own. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email, cwjstone@gmail.com. And I just wanted to share this marketing information with you. And one last tip, make sure you take a look at the actual other related search phrases that are coming up here, because again, if you search by global monthly searches just by clicking on there, you can see that related to Jonathan Budd, here's all the other keywords in your niche that you can go and run through the Wonder Wheel and start building keyword lists for all of these just golden opportunities out there. That, I mean, look at this, net business. You get 165,000 monthly searches, and look at the competition in this niche. Very low, almost minimal, like just phenomenal way to go out and find completely untapped markets in your niche. So take this information, go out, try it around, play with these tools. It can be a lot of fun once you actually start making money from doing this research. So take these tools and really dedicate yourself to making a change in your business this year, and really get a foot up on your competition by capturing that front page of Google. I hope you've enjoyed this. Comment, rate. If you loved it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know too. You know, not every video is perfect. So looking forward to talking to you. Hope you're having a great day. Peace.